Hey everybody, it is Tamtellingtales, and I am here with another amazing episode of Cinema Chat. You guys, I've got Siddy Morgan here with me. You guys want to definitely hear from this amazing young lady, so you guys stay tuned.
I got it.
Tamtellingtales.
I got it.
Tamtellingtales.
I got it.
Tamtellingtales.
I got it. Tongue twister. Say it real fast one time.
Siddy Morgan is a Detroit actor, director, and writer who helps filmmakers market their movies. Her performances can be found on stage and on screen, traveling with the Beat the Streets play as Lauren, helping young adults beat the streets, choose life, and escape gang culture in inner cities. While on screen, portraying Brooke in Ghetto Angel, Ruby in A Record in Time, and more in production. Siddy collaborated with two black female strangers turned friends to create the short film Naked during the pandemic, highlighting the struggles black women face in America. She's marketed films like Please, Mother May I, Don't Look Back, Justice, Perfect Murder, and Obsession, all now streaming on Tubi. As a second unit director for The Affair, co-director of West Bloomfield High School's first all-black cast in the plays Choices by Centra Smith, and director of a Juneteenth stage play, Siddy's presence in the industry is growing. Known for her fashion-forward style, Siddy is the it girl who can turn any conversation into a heart-to-heart. Her approach is eloquent and unique, making her a gem in the entertainment world. Siddy lives by the Maya Angelou quote, "My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style." Everyone, welcome to the show, Miss Siddy Morgan.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
How are you?
Good. They couldn't see me during that, right?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, cool.
Cause everybody like, what was gonna face it? She was
No,
naked.
literally.
Me. I'm talking about me. Okay?
Oh, okay. It was me with the.
So listen, we always start off the show with a game of preferences.
Okay.
So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. You a Detroit girl, so some of these are going to be Detroit. Okay. West Side or East Side?
Oh my goodness, West Side.
Okay. L. George's or Nikki D's?
L. George's. Come on from 6 Mile.
Come on,
what?
now.
I used to get that at the lunch.
Yes. Okay. Shane Park or the Aretha Franklin Amphitheater?
I mean, listen, Shane Park is cool, and it's the OG, but I love me some Aretha. So I'm gonna have to go with the Aretha Franklin Amphitheater. And also, they hired me to host, so like I got more love for Aretha.
Listen,
okay.
Understood.
So Shane Park ain't never called me. So.
Okay, understood. There it is. Okay, you are probably the first person
that chose. Yeah, I bet. But listen, they call me back again. Y'all know why? It's because I show love. Okay?
There it is. Okay, fair enough. I understand. An iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
You said that just with an attitude. Like, how dare you consider anything besides that?
Because I am brand loyal. Like, I'm not using the Android. Even though their camera and stuff is cool and they be having some good commercials, but it really gives more shade than it does, good performance. And also, I like the class,
There you go. Okay. I like it. Would you prefer a call or a text?
Text me. Do not call me.
Fair enough. I feel that.
Leave me a voicemail is what I would consider it.
Let's see. Bernie Mac or Steve Harvey?
I'm going to have to go with Bernie. Not going to lie to you. I love me some Bernie Mac. He was so funny to me.
Oh, I loved him.
Yeah, he
R.I.P.
was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet or spicy?
Can I get a mix?
You gotta pick one, or you gotta take a drink. We love it. Okay. You're not picking. That's fair. Miami or LA?
I'm gonna have to go with LA, but crazy enough, I've never been. But I was literally just telling like someone I'm writing with from LA that I'm scared to go to LA because I feel like when I go, I'm never coming back. So I got to like finish my work here and then I'm gonna check out
Listen, LA is nice. When I ain't too long ago got back, it is nice. But Miami do something for me. Okay, but anywho, this
Florida
is not about me.
laws. We get into politics,
You know
we
that.
go into a whole nother thing. You know what I'm saying?
That. Okay. But again, this is not about me. Okay, so let me stop sharing. A sunrise or a sunset?
Sunrise.
Okay. A BMW or a Mercedes?
I'm gonna go with a G-Wagon. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Now this one, this is a little old school right here, okay? A little slither of old school.
Okay.
SWV or Escape?
SWV. I love me some Escape for sure, but SWV, Weak in the Knees. I get so
Yes.
weak. Ooh, that's my jam.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Yes, and they can
Okay.
sing, honey.
They be singing, okay? Listen, they goes to the Aretha Franklin
They
Amphitheater.
do. That's
and
what I'm
they
telling you. Pull
tears
up and
down.
pop out.
Another old school one. You can tell I'm a little on the older
No,
side.
that's cool. I like that.
Jodeci or Boys to Men?
I'm probably go with Boys to Men.
Okay.
Yeah. I like their dance moves. Their choreography was nice. It always, got me.
I like their outfits.
They did
look
have
so
swag.
preppy.
Yeah, you're right. They did have swag. I'm gonna
liked
get that to
it.
them.
They were my favorite. My mama had met them, and never mind. Okay. This is not about me. Oh my
Why
god.
you keep doing that? What happened when your mama met them?
Okay, so she didn't went out of town and she didn't met them, right? And she's like, "Oh, my daughter, she loves you guys. You're her favorite group. Do you know that she didn't bring me back like nothing? She didn't get me an autograph or anything. She just comes back and tells me about
The
it."
story.
I'm like, "Ma'am, nothing."
That's
and I
low.
low key was like yelling at her, and then she checked me like, "I think you forgot who you was talking to." Like, girl, I am your mama. Pipe down.
I feel you though,
But-
but those were fighting words.
Yeah, I
like,
felt away.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like, you should have
would've
brought me back an autograph, miss.
Something.
But Biggie or Tupac?
Tupac.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say that with the quickness.
Well, because Tupac made a quote about me. I mean, I probably, like, a lot of people probably feel like, Tupac made this quote about him, or about them. But my mom literally had contractions and was sent to the hospital when Tupac died. So when Tupac said that he may not change the world, but he may inspire the person who does, I feel like I was that person that he sparked a light in.
Come on in.
So, yeah.
I like it. Tupac it is. LeBron James or Kobe Bryant?
I mean, that's really hard for me. I'm gonna take a drink on that one too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fair
Yeah,
enough.
because I love me some Kobe and I love me some LeBron. I would, if I had to choose one, it might be Kobe because Kobe, like, had like a footprint in film. So, but that would be like if I had to choose.
LeBron
one.
got a little footprint.
Does he? What he be doing?
Listen, LeBron be behind the scenes EPing a whole lot of stuff.
You're so right.
Yeah.
He did do Survivor's Remorse, and I really love that.
What's the other one recently that I was just watching? I was like, oh, he behind this. I can't even think of it right now, but I figured it out later on. But it was something else that I was like, oh my God, LeBron on that too.
That's even cooler though,
And
because
he
you
was,
don't even know.
He redid what's the Michael Jordan one? Space Jam.
Oh, yours? Okay. You know what? So I'm still gonna take my drink because
Take a drink.
we're back at that. Yeah, I'm still not choosing.
Okay, that's fair. That's fine. Okay, I know you're gonna pick on this one though.
You already know what I'm gonna pick?
Okay.
Okay.
Flats or heels?
Ooh. I'm gonna have to go with the heels.
I knew you was gonna say
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna have to go with the heels. Yeah.
It makes sense. It makes sense. Cause you know what? When you tend to be shorter, you like the heels.
Nah, see, everybody be saying that, but let me tell you why.
feel
Let me tell you why. I love me some flat shoes, but when you put on a look, like even this look I got on right now, if I put on heels, it takes it to a whole new level. So the heels, I mean, the flats is cute.
Heels enhanced.
And also, I want you to know, I might be short, but I ain't never had a problem being short. I love my height, okay? I ain't never wanted to be tall.
I feel that.
Because when I'm short, I get the ball, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, all the shots on me.
Okay.
Yes. I'm making up all, honey.
She said, I like being short.
Yes.
Okay. It's not a problem over here. I feel it. I do.
like to rhyme, too. That rhyme didn't work, but...
So I'm no Tupac.
You feel me? Just the light that he sparked. That's all.
Let's see. We still kind of sort of in the music era.
Okay.
I hop back in some music. Her or Summer Walker?
Her, for sure. I don't sing R&B, but I'm really her.
Okay. Stage play acting or film acting?
Why did you put this one on the list?
Because I wanted to.
Can we take a break?
Nope, you can take a drink. You can do that.
Y'all, I feel like this is
ahead.
peer pressure.
A little bit. Just like that much. Not much, but like that much.
I'm literally all out, Tam.
I mean, there's more. So could always do a quick cut and somehow that couple get filled back up.
Somehow, miraculously.
We're almost through. Let's see. What else I want to ask? Oh, sweet tea or lemonade?
Both. I know.
Yep, it's about to be gone.
Listen, the mix, sweet tea and lemonade is the best. That's how I like
the Arnold Palmer.
Listen, let me tell you. I like sweet tea mixed with lemonade. Let me tell you why. Arnold Palmer is a little sweet. It's like a little too sugary for me. Like,
okay.
I don't know, maybe they changed the recipe lately or something, but I really just like to mix it myself. Or Arizona also has half and half lemonade, like half lemonade, half iced tea. I like that too. Or just pure tea with lemonade.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really like sweets for real.
Really?
That's why I like sweet and spicy.
See, that's why you can choose.
Yeah.
I feel it. I understand. All right. Fair enough. Okay. Oh yeah, I definitely want to hear what you have to say about this. Facebook or Instagram? I know what you're gonna say.
For sure, Instagram. Yeah, for sure, Instagram. But Facebook is like usually how I do the most of my work, because Facebook is like the grandfather to Instagram and like the back end. So like for my job and what I do for my clients, I need a lot of Facebook. Even though a lot of the work that I do, it like happens on Instagram. Like you might see the visual product on Instagram, but I'm like taking it on Facebook. So,
Interesting that you use the term grandfather. Like that feels so old.
It is the grandfather.
I'm so accustomed to using.
What? Facebook?
Yes.
Well, I mean, shoes fit, you wear them.
Okay. Okay then, Siddy.
I'm not too sure.
Well, this one might be harder for you though.
Okay.
Instagram or TikTok?
Sam,
What?
this is like, why are you doing this to me? Who told you to put this on the list?
I didn't do nothing. Huh? Yep. There you go. There you go. Okay.
Well, I don't have no more draws, so.
Okay, so now I'm going to ask the last question. I'll ask the last question then, since you're out of drink. This one should be easy. That means you got to pick.
Okay, that's true. Or I don't.
Tamtellingtales.
Okay.
Or any other platform.
Tamtellingtales. Come on now.
There we go. You made it through.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And you still halfway sober.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I mean, your cup
To be
is
determined.
empty.
Yeah, but I got a good Sprite, so I'm going to be okay.
Okay. You'll be fine? All right. Awesome. So we have had a chance to kind of break the ice a little bit.
We did. I like that.
We have learned something about Siddy. You have mentioned what it is that you do for a living. already. No, not that. You said working behind the scenes with your clients and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And so I really want you to, before we start talking about you as the actress and the director and everything, I want to talk about this marketing that you do.
Okay, what you want to know?
So tell me like exactly what it is that you do. So I know that you help people market their films, but what exactly does that look like?
That is a great question. It could look like a bunch of different things. Artists and entrepreneurs oftentimes need ways to figuring out like how to compact who they are, but also make it to a brand, right? Because like who you are, it can be a brand, but you also have to like package it in a way that people like receive it, and that it also like fills a need for your audience. So I pretty much like help you figure out all of that, and then help you manage your media to make your brand come to life. I used to work like just with production companies. Like I would work with a production company and work in a production house and like do all of their marketing. But because of my career, like acting and directing wise, I've taken a step back from that, and I'm more so just work on a consultant basis. So like more so helping you figure out like, you know, content calendars, you know, how you want to build out your brand and stuff like that. Like more so of the logistics and like making the actual plan for it versus me like actually being there with you. You know, I still like do calls and stuff like that, but I'm not really like present all the time anymore.
Gotcha. And I think that is vital, especially in today's society where social media pretty much rules. It does not matter what you do for a living. If you are an actor, if you are a dentist, like having that social media presence is super important, and it's not the easiest thing to navigate. It's
not. I think for me though, it's fun. It feels like a game.
See, that's because you called to do those types of things. You know what I mean? Well, other people, they will struggle with it. A dentist will be like, this is not what I want to do.
Exactly, but that's exactly why I call me. So I can help you figure it out, you know, train up your team. And, you know, then I'll step back, fall back in a couple months. You call me back when you're ready to readjust.
Okay. Yeah. Now, you know, I've seen you do some marketing as well when it comes to like the videography.
Oh yeah,
like when you make like
reels,
the videos
hashtag
and the
Real
reels
City
and stuff. Those are really dope.
Thank you. Yeah, I
like
do
those.
some
So
editing.
you think out all of the ideas of it and then just implement it. You do the recording of it and everything.
Yep, I sure do, and I edit it. Yep, I do. Okay, that's why I said I don't really do that as much. Like as much. My roles and like just directing and writing opportunities kind of like superseded a lot of the marketing that I do, but I literally still love to give value, and it's still fun, you know, to work with some people. So like I do still do it in some capacity, but as much I don't do it as much anymore. I more so just create reels and stuff for myself now. But yeah, I'll probably be hosting more classes to teach more people like how to edit and just to help more people, like I said, because I can't do it all as much, you know. So yeah, that
makes sense.
Thank you.
And because you are venturing off again into all of your other acting and film endeavors, so you're like, okay, this is going to take a back seat while I go and do these other things. And let's talk about those other things.
Okay, yes, pulled up.
Okay, so let me see, which one do I want to do first, acting or directing? Let's talk about directing.
Okay. Whew.
Yeah, we can talk about
that's
directing.
The big boy one. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Anytime it's behind the scenes, it's super important.
Yes.
And usually the hardest.
Yes,
okay?
I agree.
Like being in front right here is the easy part for me. It's the folks back there that with the earphones on and all of the things, they have the hard stuff to do. Okay, so tell us about your directing debut.
Oh, so my first movie was called Naked, and I was the first key director. So I pretty much trained, not even pretty much, I trained all the actors. I worked with them like throughout rehearsals and then, you know, onto like actual set. But this was my first movie, y'all. So, you know, there was like cars being ran into. There was, you know, like all kinds of things. Like when I look back on it, I'm like, ooh, girl, you know. But what was the question again? Sorry.
We're not gonna fill your cup up no more.
No. It like literally though, making that movie like just took me back to like the moments. You know what I'm saying? Because for me it was so sacred to like create the movie, like because we wrote it. Okay, so let me tell you about the movie.
Okay.
because that will make more sense to why it was like such a moment for me. So Naked is a story about 4 black women talking about body image, colorism, competition, and codependency. And so when the world shut down, you know, I get this call from this girl, and she like, yeah, I heard about you and I want to work with you. And I'm like, well, girl, what did you hear? Because I haven't made anything yet. You know what I mean? Like I told you, this is my first movie. So I'm trying to figure out what do the people say. You feel me? They got great reviews. That's still my girl. She's a model to this day. Detroit rock star, Donnie, period. Okay. Big Donnie and his boy. Yeah, she plugged me, actually. Yes, seriously. But yeah, high school friend. And so I get on the phone with this girl. We hit it off. Strangers, right? 2 weeks later, the world shuts down. And I'm like, oh, okay. So, you know, like, Jesus, you want me to make movies like today's age? Oh, yeah. And I got laid off from my job. Like, literally.
Okay.
So it was like,
I got time today.
I do. Nothing but time. Okay? Literally nothing but time. So then we spent this whole time while the whole world shut down getting to know each other. I told you the topics, so it was intense. Like talking about body image, colorism, our experience with competition, and us being 3 black women working together and just like having voices and not diminishing each other's voices. We didn't know each other at all, you know, and just all of the stereotypes we're beating right now, like, you know, in the middle of the pandemic. And so fast forward to, it took us like a year to raise all the money, like $14,000, you know, out of pocket, crowdfunding. Like we were hustling to make this movie come to life. Once COVID, you know, restraints kind of lifted, we put together a plan and we shot the movie. First director on set. I'm like, hold on, like, I've never directed anything at all. So
you did
again,
a phenomenal job though. First film, you did a great job. I watched Naked. It was some time ago, and it was great.
Thank you. Thank you. Seriously, I really appreciate it because everyone, like the cast clicked very well. They became like genuine friends. As a crew and co-directors, director, writer, producers, we just, you know, made such a good, like, in sync, like, oh, they're still my friends to this day. And, it just was the beginning of everything for me. But what it taught me, though, is that I didn't know anything about filmmaking. And so, you know, a lot of people, once I did this next move, they were like, why would you go backwards? Like, you should have, you know, made another movie and, like, directed another one. But what I did is I actually went backwards in the totem pole, and I started working as a production assistant, like, the entire summer after, just so I could, like, learn the game and, like, figure out, like, you know, how to make better movies. You know what I mean? And, like, to get bigger budgets and, like, figure out what I wanted to do. And while I was in the middle of that, you know, I had given up on acting for about 7 years. Oh, wow. And so in the midst of that, I needed some money, right? And my friend's like, hey, I mean, you trying to act again? I'm like, I mean, I don't know, because it's so much imposter syndrome just being a black girl from Detroit. And, like, I just didn't believe that dream could come true and that, like, I could actually pursue a career and what I really wanted to. So I settled, and that God doesn't let you settle, like, period, point blank. So anyway, they called me, and they're like, yeah, you can just come to the rehearsal because the girl who was playing Lauren at the time, she got pregnant. And so they're like, yeah, you know, but you're good. Like, you know, we have a show in 2 weeks, but she's going to do that one. All you have to do is come and watch. So I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll come and watch. I get to rehearsal. I'm looking around. I don't see a Lauren. And they're like, oh, yeah, so can you just come in and rehearse? And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. And then that turned into literally 2 years and a whole bigger role. Like, I literally made so much out of this character, and now it's my role. Like, you. Literally, front page poster.
I love
Lauren.
it.
Yeah, giving away my hoodies and stuff.
Okay, so tell everybody about Beat the Streets.
Okay, because that was a spin around. I'm sorry.
No. Tell us about it. Like, because I've seen a lot of the marketing for it. I've seen, you know, different people that I just know, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know that they were in this. So yeah, tell everybody about Beat the Streets.
So Beat the Streets is actually a social and emotional learning program. I had to say that slow because it's just a lot of words. But anyway, but basically what it is like, it's a play, and we travel from Atlanta back to Detroit, and we pretty much encourage, like, high school and middle school students to stay out of gangs. My character is a bully, and so, yeah, it was just so funny.
I know, right?
Yeah, I know.
I gotta see this because
Yeah, that's what everybody be
saying.
saying. I feel like that's a key marketing tool that Beat the Streets uses. You feel me? But yes, I am the big bad bully. Okay, period. And I come and blow everything down, literally. And
Not every.
no, actually, it's a bigger bad bully that actually literally shoots things up. So he's worse, yes. But the whole point of the play is the three good people, the three boys. They're originally in gangs, and they changed their lives for the better. And so we encourage, like, the youth to do that too.
Okay. Now see, I know it tours. I know the kids get to see it. But what if you're a grown adult and you wanted to see it? Do they?
I mean, so let me
it?
shout out a couple of people that could make that happen. Like, no, but for real, like Arthur Cartwright and What Up Though John. Yeah, so the people need to see Beat the Streets. So right now, we don't really have any, like, adult shows. Like, if we invited you to an open show, you could come. Like, I can invite you to a show when we're back on tour.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Yeah, let me do that. Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
I can do that.
I love a stage play.
Yes, period.
Okay.
But that's pretty much it. It's like an invite only if you're not a kid.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I want to invite. So I'm
I
going to put
got
it out
you.
there.
I got you.
So I'm going to see Beat the Streets, and then I'm going to go
You
back and I'm going
are.
to report it to any of the young adults that I know. Like,
Yes,
hey, I
please
saw this
do.
play, and get your life together.
Yes, but also if you know any people in schools, like, that could
I was
help
gonna
us
say
get
that.
into more schools, because that's the other thing. Like, we need more schools.
Okay. Yep. I definitely, I know a couple people.
Okay, good.
I might be able to do a little plugging,
Because personally, I feel like Beat the Streets is like, the reason why I can't choose between stage and screen is because stage is where I sharpen. You know what I mean? Like, show after show, I love the game. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I love the instant, like response of myself, of whether or not I feel empty or not. Like, if I have any more gas left, I know I left it all on the stage. You know what I'm saying? If I got too much gas, you ain't do it that time. You know what I mean? And that's okay, because, like, I think, every point in my career has been a learning moment, so it's not really like I take any of it personally. But, yeah, that stage, Beat the Streets is where I come to live, y'all.
Listen,
Yes.
just about everyone who comes here, if they have done any stage acting and also does film, they usually prefer the stage for those very reasons that you described.
Yeah.
So you really, sharpen yourself and make yourself better on that stage.
True, but screen is timeless, and it makes you, like, more cautious of the nonverbal things you do as a person, right? And, like, the nonverbal things other people do. And so that's why I can't choose, because, like, yes, screen sharpens, like, the iron of my confidence, but so stage sharpens the iron of my confidence, but screen to me sharpens the iron of my character. You know what I mean? And, like, I don't mean, like, the character that I portray, but I mean, like, just who I am in general, like, just how I show up in the world. Like, I'm a really deep person, so it's just, like, screen is just so in depth because it's just you in the box. You know what I mean? Like, you in the booth for real.
Oh.
Yeah, seriously. That's how I feel. Like, I'm a rapper. I always be saying that. Like, I'm a rapper, and people be like, you're not a rapper. But, like, when I'm acting, I'm rapping. Like, I feel like I'm in the booth, like, headphones on. Like, because literally that is what happens in my head as soon as they say action. Like,
Okay, so Siddy, what's your rap name? You gotta have a rap name.
Big Siddy, not the little one. What you mean?
Oh, we gotta put it on.
Yeah, Big Siddy, not the little one. I want not the little one, real small though, like, because when I read it, not the little one.
Yeah,
Yes,
you gotta get that.
Yes,
You
you're
gotta
right.
get that.
I do need that merch.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's a good idea.
Listen.
Look at you. I'm gonna have to put a little Tamtellingtales on the shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
See, you are inspiring all of the good creative juices.
Thank you.
That's what it is.
Yes.
Yep, that's what it is.
Yes.
Okay.
You too, though, for real.
We trying to do a little something.
Love that for you. Thank you.
Trying to do a little something. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, we have talked about Naked. We have talked about Beat the Streets. And I have one on here that actually is not out just yet.
Okay,
But we
I'm
have been
scared.
seeing the buzz about it. And I'm excited to really see this come to fruition, because I've been hearing so much about it, and I am all for something new or something different on our screens. And A Record in Time really seems like it is going to be very different and unique and enjoyable. And you are going to be in it.
Yes, I am.
Can you tell us a little bit about your character, and of course about A Record in Time?
Can I tell you about my character? That's a good question. Let me see if I can ask Erica real quick. It's like, no, I'm just kidding.
Nothing to like give you completely and totally away, but just, a little morsel of something. So we'll be like, ooh, I can't wait to see that.
Yeah. I feel like in general, how do I say this? Traveling through time is gonna be fun. Like, you know what I mean? The experience and watching it is gonna be super fun. Like, it's like you said, it's something new, it's something different. I'm just honored to even be a part of the project. Like, I think I can say this. You'll see this on my IMDb. So, like, I'm in episode 5.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, like, if y'all want to fast forward, but don't do that, because the whole point of what I do is you gotta watch the whole. You know what I mean?
We not fast forwarding through
Yeah,
nothing.
don't do that.
Y'all watch it.
Yeah, because my students, they beat and did that for real, y'all. But
Fast forward.
they know they will.
See,
They told me. And it's okay. But yeah. Record in Time is going to be good. Ruby is a super, super good character. Actually, she's not. She's not a good character. Or is she? Haha.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, y'all
like
gonna have to
the
watch and
suspense.
find out. Like, that's all I got.
I need a little dun dun dun.
Yeah, I got a brother in there. You know what I'm saying? I might have a dad, maybe a mama.
Listen, she giving us the very general basics of her character. Okay, so Ruby is gonna be in A Record in Time, and in order for y'all to figure out what she gonna be doing, if you gonna like her, if you gonna hate her, you gonna have to watch it. So you got to be on the lookout for it, you guys. Now, I don't know if we have like drop times and stuff at this point for anything. So. But regardless, once it drops, y'all just going to have to make sure that y'all go and y'all support it. You know what I mean? Okay.
Yeah. And when y'all do, can I tell you something, a note that I learned from this performance is give it your all. Like, if you think a role is small, like, actually two things. If you think a role is small, don't matter, because you never know who is watching. Like, it may literally be an audition for something way bigger. Like, it just may turn. And listen, all I'm saying is just mark my words about this. That's it. This, however long the performance is, just know that I literally gave it my all, and it was fruitful, way more fruitful than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, like keep that in mind. Then the other thing is sometimes you may get upset, you may learn know all your lines, and still something changes up, and you gotta like step into action. And I did that with Ruby, so
y'all, I'm excited.
Me
to
too,
see
for real.
it.
Yeah, it was a stretch.
Hitters in it too.
Woo!
I saw all kind of people.
Ooh, listen to me. I'm just honored, like I told y'all.
It's how many? Is it 6 episodes?
I think it's 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, I'm
think
trying to
it's
get
6.
as many like little,
It might be
little
8
bits
for
and
real.
pieces of information as I can.
I think it's either 6 or 8.
Ooh, 8 is
I can't
even
really
better.
remember. Yeah. No, this is gonna be good. Like, it's probably gonna be a season 2.
Oh,
And I'm gonna be back.
Yes. Okay.
Y'all gonna want me back? Is the question.
Oh boy. Listen, shout out
Remember
to
the laugh,
Erica.
y'all. Remember that laugh.
Shout out to Erica.
Yes.
Because you know she a favorite over here too.
Woo, I love me some Erica.
That's my girl.
I
she
really
makes
do.
some good stuff.
She really does. Seriously.
Yeah, shout out to her.
Yeah.
Okay, now Sadie, it's time for us to, you like how I shifted?
Yeah. I'm
that?
like, what you
No.
want to talk about?
Sadie, it is time for us to play yet another game. 'Cause
Oh, okay.
we play games over here.
I see.
Okay.
I thought we was reading books.
So we'll get that on the agenda too.
Okay, period.
All right, everybody, we're back. And while we were, on sabbatical from our interview for those 3 minutes, there was something that was brought up. And it has to do with part of our conversation that we were having a little earlier in the show about marketing and what all Siddy does. And if you recall, when I spoke about her in the intro and I said she's the it girl, She's that girl, y'all, for real, when it comes to this marketing stuff. Because I need you to tell the people what you do also.
Yes, so I was telling Tim, she was talking about one of my premieres, and for the movies that I market, and I was telling her, did y'all know that I made those backdrops? Like, literally, yes, y'all. I designed those backdrops. I designed, like, pretty much all of the, like, marketing materials for every title that we just named. Like, you know, the Flying Roses for Mother May I, if you remember that. Like, to Jessica's on the side when they switch and all of that. Yes, y'all, like, literally coming up with actual true marketing plans is literally what I do. So if you need to push your movie forward, like, do not hesitate to call me. Seriously, because I will make it, obviously, number one. Like, every title I named, tell me where they at. You've heard about them.
I mean, she ain't lying.
Period.
Okay.
The proof is in the pudding.
There it
Like,
is.
literally.
There it is.
Literally.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Talk out here. I like it.
Yes.
I like it. Yes, ma'am.
Period, y'all.
Okay, so we about to hop back into this game.
Okay, cool. Yes, game time.
All right, so this one, because, you know, I feel like you're such an amazing woman.
Thank you, Tim.
You know,
so
and
are you. It's so much cooler when amazing people say it.
You know what? So
No shade to anybody else.
this game right here is actually going to be from urbanintellectuals.com, right?
Okay.
Don't get scared. Don't get scared. So this one, we're going to play it like a game of outburst a little bit. And I'm going to read off the descriptions of these women in history.
Okay.
Okay, because, you know, she going to be in the record in time as Ruby, y'all. So, you know, going back in time and everything. We're going to go back in time with this game, okay? And so I'm going to describe this person, and then once you realize who this is, I need you to just yell it out.
Okay.
If you don't end up yelling it out and I done gave you all the clues, you got to take a drink. Okay? All right. That's the Sprite one, but you got the other cup.
I can't drink this one.
Nah, you got to drink that one.
Y'all
We took a whole 3-minute sabbatical so we could fill the cup up. So you got to.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
Fair.
This person is a poet, author, and civil rights activist. Authored the first nonfiction bestseller by an African American woman, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings.
Oh, Maya Angelou.
Yes.
The first word, I just didn't want to fry myself as soon as you said poet, and I was like Maya Angelou. Like,
Yep.
but that's my
There
girl.
it is. There it is. I'm like, oh, she's gonna know this one for sure. Next one. American ballet dancer, stage performer, author, and celebrity spokesperson.
And spokesperson.
Mm-hmm.
Debbie Allen.
Nope.
Misty Copeland.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, then listen. That was just one of the clues. So she done got that one too. Okay.
Yes.
She was out here trying to be scared like she wasn't gonna get them. She knocking these out. Okay.
I was nervous.
Next one. Award-winning professor, editor, and novelist.
I don't know him.
First African American woman to receive the Nobel Prize in Literature. Recipient of many awards, including the Pulitzer Prize, the NAACP Image Awards, and the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Interesting.
Wrote many novels with strong African American women striving to survive in a white/male dominated world as the focal points. Here we go. Penned the award-winning novel Beloved, based on the life of a runaway slave who killed her daughter rather than have her return to slavery.
I don't know who that is.
Last one. Beloved ranks 26th on the American Library Association's list of most banned challenged books because of its thought-provoking content.
I'm so sorry to that woman.
Toni Morrison.
Toni Morrison?
Yeah.
Wow.
So when you started, I was like, is it Toni Morrison or I forgot who I had else in my head.
Zora Neale Hurston, probably.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking. But some of those facts messed me up. Also, I didn't remember her book, Beloved. I never read that. Oh.
If you said Beloved.
But it's pronounced Beloved.
Is it?
It's Beloved.
I thought her book was called Beloved.
But I mean, how
Toni
do you pronounce
Morrison.
that word? Beloved or beloved?
I mean, I guess when you are saying it, it is the same exact like letters.
Yes.
But the pronunciation, though.
Yes, and if you would have said that, then that's
You probably would have got it.
yes, instantly. Because I didn't even know she had a book called Beloved. I literally just
But beloved. Okay.
Beloved,
You know what? That's a
yes.
good question to pose to the people. How do you pronounce
That's
it?
true.
Beloved or beloved?
You're right.
Okay. Put your answers down in the comment section. Thanks.
Yeah, because Toni Morrison always be saying you gotta let go of that stuff that be holding you down.
Okay, we got 2 more to go.
Right.
Author, folklorist, and anthropologist.
Anthropologist.
Spent her early years studying and collecting folklore throughout the South and the Caribbean as she worked to record the stories and tales of many cultures.
I don't even know what an
particularly African
anthropologist is. Like, you lost me there.
I'm going to keep on going and then you're going to be like, oh, I didn't even have to take my drink. Watch this. Okay.
Okay.
Her 1920s Harlem apartment was a hotspot for social gatherings during the Harlem Renaissance.
Oh, hold on.
Worked with famous poet Langston Hughes on a play and penned several more plays during her lifetime. Here we go. Wrote her most famous novel, Their Eyes Were Watching God, in 1937 while studying voodoo practices in Haiti.
Oh, I don't know about the voodoo.
And then author Alice Walker helped to revive her writings in 1975, 15 years after she died poor and was buried in an unmarked grave.
Really?
Yes.
Still to this day? I don't know who that is. Lorraine?
Zora Neale
Oh, Zora.
Hurston.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Dang. She's in an unmarked grave? I did not.
It might not.
Probably
be
not now, but Alice Walker was somebody who was like, hold on, now wait a minute.
Yeah.
Not her.
I did not know that.
So yeah,
I didn't know she was an anthropologist still. I'm stuck on that. What does that mean?
studying voodoo and
I didn't know any of that.
Anthropology is like the study of history, kind of sort of like.
Oh, like bones and stuff like that. Okay.
You
that
remember
makes
that show
sense.
Bones? They used to come on what was it? Fox? Was they on Fox?
I don't think I ever watched it, but I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah, you can kind of learn the history of a people through like their biology
Yeah,
and
that
their
makes sense.
anatomy and stuff like that.
And that's anthropology. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. You learn
Yep.
something new every day.
We about to get the
Okay,
real
cool.
definition, like the Webster Wikipedia. They say Wikipedia now. They don't say Webster. I'm old.
Who is
It's like-
Webster?
Dog, I'm old.
They used to call it Webster?
Girl, yes, the Webster Dictionary.
Oh, yeah. I know about the dictionary.
A scientific study of humanity that is considered a social science.
Boom, there
Okay.
it is. So what we see it in just
Yeah,
other
yeah.
words.
It examines how humans and human communities develop through interactions of social, cultural, and economical, political, natural, and environmental factors.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
gonna put that on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, for real.
Okay,
I
there we
need that
go.
definition.
And just so everybody knows, Zora Neale Hurston was, in fact, one of them. So, there you go. This is our last one. Singer, songwriter,
Alicia
actress.
Keys, like no.
Almost there. Okay. Oh yeah, you're gonna get this one. I might have to go down a little bit. Okay. Singer, songwriter, actress, and 12-time Grammy nominee. Recognized as one of the most iconic singers of all time with a career that spans over 4 decades.
Where's she from?
Here I go. Achieved 12 number 1 hits as a solo singer after ending her role as the lead singer
Beyonce.
of the Supremes in 1970. She was ready.
Beyonce got like 30 something Grammys, but you don't know when these cards was made.
Okay. So did you catch the tail end?
Aretha Franklin?
Uh-uh.
Supremes?
Supremes.
Yeah,
Diana Ross.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
there it is. There it is. Oh, you know what though?
Why you ain't say she was from the D?
Because it wasn't on the card.
Why didn't you put that like first? Detroit singer. That gives it away. You would have known.
It probably would have gave it away like
Yeah,
immediately.
you right.
They
Yeah,
was like,
that's
we
true.
want you to still keep on reading all of the clues and
Yes.
learning something about her.
Does it say she got great children? That they like
You know
did
what I'm
good with
saying?
her
Okay,
legacy?
it says gave a Golden Globe Award and Academy Award nominated performance in 1972's Lady Sings the Blues. Became the first African American woman to co-host the Academy Awards in 1974. Okay, then Miss Diana. Named Female Entertainer of the Century by Billboard magazine. Come through.
That's lit. I love that.
Boost
That's
the
a high honor.
projects. Okay. And declared the most successful female music artist in history by the Guinness Book of World Records in 1993.
I love that.
Shout out to all the Detroit girls, okay?
Yes.
Huh? All
Yes,
right.
Big Diana, not the little one.
Okay, she need a shirt.
She do. She do, for real.
She needs a shirt. Yeah.
It needs to be something that's like catchy with doctor. You know what I'm saying? I ain't a doctor, but something like that. You know?
Yeah.
I heal you.
Yeah, come on, marketer.
Something like that.
You gonna figure it
I'm
out.
gonna figure it out.
We're gonna figure that out. Okay. Cool beans. So listen. We've gotten through our last game of the night, I promise.
Okay, period.
And now we've gotten to the portion of the show where we're gonna actually talk about some books, girl.
Yes.
Yes.
I love
Okay. So of course you know that Tamtellingtales is an advocate of reading and literacy. And so I'm curious, Siddy. Are you reading anything right now?
Yes, I am.
What you reading, girl?
I actually read several books at a time. I shouldn't say that out loud.
Yeah, you should.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm curious, like, how, like, do you do
Audible,
multiple?
And
Okay.
then like the actual like physical copy, and then I got one on my iPad. Like I
like
don't
it.
like scrolling. I know I run social media, but like I hate being on social media actually. Like so if I'm not like working, I'm not trying to be on there. So I also try to like command my mind's attention. So that's why the physical one, the iPad one, like, you know, Audible. That way I can like get to myself in different ways, you know, when I'm not like, when I don't want to focus, like, you know, if that makes sense.
It absolutely makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I'm like that too. Yeah. Like
Makes
I
me
like,
feel better.
I always, and this is something else that I do. I have a morning listen and I have an afternoon listen.
Interesting.
So that's how I kind of like get a few of my Audible books in. So I only listen to one of them in the morning. Like once noon hit, I know for the rest of the day I'm gonna listen to this other book. That's how I'll do that one. But I'm a actual physical book reader. I love a physical book.
Me too.
So that's always gonna be my preference. So it's usually gonna be one physical book that I'm gonna want, and then I'll usually read an e-read. A lot of books that are like not haven't been around very long. They might be new. You have a lot of authors who may only have their books available as e-reads.
Yeah, true.
So I tend to reserve my e-reading with those. So
I like that. That's a good idea.
see, everybody got their own
They
little
do.
way of how they do their thing.
Yeah.
So what books are you reading right now?
So right now, my Audible is Worthy by Jada Pinkett Smith. Yes.
Okay. How are you liking it?
I'm
or
almost
not?
done with this book. I got like probably like 10 seconds left.
So what you think? Because I read it.
love this book. You don't like it?
I loved it.
Oh, okay.
I absolutely loved it. I read it when it was still, everybody hate Jada time. You know what I mean? And I was just reading it like, why y'all so mad at her?
Yeah. See, being a celebrity myself, you heard that? Yes.
I heard it.
I meant that.
Speak truth. Huh?
Being a celebrity myself, I like take it easy on fellow celebrities because, I also am someone who works in the media, right? And so I know what people do in our profession to sell a story. You know what I mean? And sometimes, like, and there's a saying, like, even bad press is good press because it's still press, right? And so people do things, like, even if you're not thinking about it like that, people do things because they have to make money. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, like, that is still industry, blog writing, all of that. Like, controlling someone's likeliness is still how someone gets paid. So, like, I'm not really into, like, falling into what culture says about people. I really could care less. Like, I'm more into like how people genuinely make me feel, you know? And also, I know at some point I'm going to be working with these people, and I don't want to, like, have read about them or, like, have, you know, feelings about them that may not necessarily be completely true. Like, of course, some things, you know, you'll always have in the back of your mind, but, like, other things you still just want to experience people as people. So I never really was on the Jada hate train for real.
Yeah, I never was either. And once I read the book, I was like, they could never make me hate you, Jada.
Yeah, for sure. For
they
sure.
could never make me hate the Smiths at all. Like, I love Will and I love Jada. So.
And honestly, I know people in the media were talking so much about how can you be so unhappy when you have everything. And easy. Very easy. You know, like, I'm so glad that she was even in a place where she even wanted to tell the stories that she told, because earlier I talked about how I took 7 years off from acting, right? And when I was growing up on the west side of Detroit, like, you know, my parents moved me to a predominantly white school for high school, you know, to give me a better education. But, you know, emerging your child, like, and I'm not saying that my parents made a bad or a good decision, but, like, just keeping this in mind, right? Emerging your child into a space where they become black for the first time can be a huge culture shock, right? Like, experiencing black people and, like, how you are around each other. And I know that was their point, but not knowing how to navigate those spaces, not knowing how to advocate for myself, you know, deal with microaggressions, even, like, actual genuine racial remarks. I remember, like, going to Western and, you know, just trying to figure out who I wanted to be after 4 years of being a varsity cheerleader and constantly being, like, ridiculed for, like, our bodies and, like, performances and just everything, you know what I'm saying? So, like, to have a huge magnifier on myself for all of that time, because I was a cheerleader the entire time, and then go into college, and now it's like, okay, cool. And I never ever even thought that I could be an actor until another black man who was a senior in the program, he was like, yo, why aren't you in the program? Like, and I'm like, what you mean? Like, me acting? And to be chosen top 20 out of, like, thousands of students, the imposter syndrome that sets in with you, like, they know all of these plays, they've been training for this for forever. You know, I only got, like, street comedy and, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and so just that whole thing, and just, like, I can only imagine what that's like, you know, doing that. Right, because Jada was in Hollywood at that time, right? When I was experiencing those things, like, as a young adult, she was in Hollywood experiencing that, you know, and like, in the 90s, you know? So there was so much other stuff, you know? But, yeah. And then just, like, all the racism you deal with, like, just being a black actress, you know, in theater, and, like, you know, your hair, makeup, just everything, you know? And without, like, true guidance, without someone to, like, actually help you or, like, be holding your hand, it's really hard to navigate. So I just really, really resonated with her stories, and I appreciated her, just her honesty and transparency of navigating, like, her worthiness, you know, and figuring that out as an actress. And then also dating someone like Will, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And not trying to live in his shadow. And
That was extremely interesting to read because, you know, it was her having to ultimately dim her light for the sake of her family.
Yeah.
I won't say just Will. You know, it was her choice to make. She made it. But she talked about, you know, what she ended up sacrificing to do so. And we want to pretend and act like it just should be so easy to be the wife of a Will Smith.
Yeah.
But what she talks about is, but I was Jada Pinkett before I was Jada Smith, and I'm talented as well. But I made the choice to let the light shine the brightest on him so that all of this could be in place for the world to be able to, you know, admire. But shoot, I'm important too.
yeah, and to create her fortress, right?
Yeah.
Like, she still had a home, kids, like, they still had their families, like, so many things to take care of, you know? And I think that Black women, we do that a lot. Like, we fall on the sword for Black men sometimes, which, you know, it's cool because, you know, Black men need protection. But I do think that, like, Black men do need to do a better job of protecting Black women, too. You know what I mean? Like, and just being mindful of the experiences that we have as Black women. And even though they may not be, like, they may not make as much sense to them because they're so logical, but, like, emotionally, you know, we still need things, you know?
Yep. So
Yeah.
I'm so glad that was the book that we got to talk about, because I didn't know that was the book.
I love that book.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. I enjoyed his too.
I haven't not watched it. I haven't read it yet.
But it's great.
Okay.
Yep, it's great. It's great. But I think they both did a phenomenal job. And I remember I actually listened to her. I listened to both of theirs. I remember listening to hers and being reminded that Jada do this too.
Yeah.
You
for
know,
real.
like I loved Wheels. Like, was doing my whole thing. Like, yes, I love it. But Jada do her thing too.
She does.
So she's definitely a
Set
talent.
it off, Jada Pickin.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, we have a book sponsor for this
cool.
episode. And so we need to talk about it a little bit here.
Okay.
So everybody, we have coming to the page, the Freestyle Cipher. Okay. So this book is actually brought to you by ICU Reading and Chatting Freestyle Friday. Okay. And this book actually has multiple authors. Okay, so you just got a collection of different short stories in here. And there is a gamut of amazing authors. Olivia Renee Wallace, Lysandra Moore, Nadia Nicole, Deashante, Kaylin Hunt, Pamish, Sylvia Hubbard, Fatima Monroe, and Kenya Moss Dime. Again, you guys, the Freestyle Cipher book is sponsoring this episode of Cinema Chat. So you guys make sure that you check this book out. You can head over to Amazon and get you a hard copy. Well, this paperback, I'm sorry. Get you a paperback, or you can get your e-read. But make sure that y'all pick up and support. And I said hardcover because you can actually get a hardcover. So all of the versions that are available, whichever one is your preference, make sure that you grab it up on Amazon today.
Love.
All right. So everybody, we have gotten to the end of our interview. Okay. And we have had such an amazing time talking on tonight. How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel good.
Good.
Do we talk about Ghetto Angel? Can I just say watch Ghetto Angel when it comes out on Tubi?
We absolutely can talk about that, because in our exiting, we want to make sure that you tell everybody about what you want to make sure that they know about. So we're going to talk about Ghetto Angel. And I also want you to make sure that they know where they can find you on social media.
Okay. Wait, which one?
Both of them.
Okay, yeah. So make sure you watch Ghetto Angel, where I am Brooke, Angel's best friend, making it in the streets of the city after the group home. You feel me? And and definitely watch my movie Naked on Amazon Prime, Afroland TV. And stay on the lookout for all of the great things that are happening in my career. You can follow along with me on my YouTube channel, which is Siddyinthecity. And yeah, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, and y'all can find me on all social media platforms at SiddyMorgan, Siddy Morgan. Like, I'm either the Siddy on there or Siddy Morgan, literally on everything. So look me up, y'all.
Okay. And then you guys should go ahead and make sure that you have liked and subscribed to Tamtellingtales as well.
Period.
So that you can stay abreast on all of the amazing things that are going on in the cinema world, as well as the book world, everybody. So make sure on all social media platforms that you go ahead and follow Tamtellingtales. All right, y'all? So we are going to end the show. But before we do, you gotta help me with this.
Read a book.
I gotta do my part first.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
You was ready, huh?
I've been ready to say that. Can you tell?
Okay, so I'm gonna do the first part. I'm gonna point at you, and then you come back in with that same thing. You ready? She absolutely is ready. Okay.
Okay.
You guys, I'm Tim. I'm telling tales.
I'm Siddy. Read a book.
Now how you just gonna be like, I'm Siddy, read a book. I need that same energy from the first time.
They already got that one.
We're gonna do this again.
Okay. Okay.
I'm Tim. I'm telling tales.
Read a book.
Tamtellingtales.